Hello, my fellow adventurers! This is Mloentje, and welcome back to New World. In the previous episode, we closed off the chapter for this seasonal storyline, and it was one hell of a story, guys. So, in retrospect, we always try to look at everything that... In retrospect? I don't even think that's the right word. We basically try to look at everything that is added into the game, right? Now, I could roll out the pages of the forums where all the patch notes are, but I'd rather look at the interesting stuff in-game. That's usually how I do it. So we took a look at the seasonal events, the winter conversion event. We took a look at the new expedition there was. We finished off the seasonal quest. What else is there? Well, there are some minor changes that actually are, for me, some of them are pretty big changes, and they're really, really good. Like, there's a lot of weapon changes, guys. If you want to know all of the weapon changes, there's probably other YouTubers that go over every specific weapon that has a change. I don't really care that much about, like, the great sword now does 5% less critical damage. Like, I don't give a... I love playing with a great sword. If it does 100 less damage than it did a week ago, I couldn't care less, honestly. I'm not the min-maxer. Like, really, I'm not. But there are other changes in here. And one of the changes is... Yeah, you can see I'm walking right now. Apparently, and this is a funny one, apparently walking forward, walking backwards, and sideways is the same speed. So apparently, it previously was that if you walked backwards, you were going slower than you were going forward. I have no idea why anybody would be interested in this, because everybody is sprinting 24/7 anyway, right? But it might be for like sidestep and then the backwards walk. Well, maybe like... I think backstepping for... well, in PvE events, that might actually be useful. If you step back a little bit faster than you usually... It would guide more easily for the monsters. I think for a tank, definitely, that is going to be interesting. One thing we do want to check out is, well, the patterns here. We're going to check out that later, but I'm here for another reason. Where the hell is my... the Bastion? That is what I need, and you can see I've got a lot of gypsum orbs, guys. Like, a lot of gypsum orbs. Now, apparently, there is a cache you can craft in the gypsum kiln once a week. Gypsum casting. No. So I'm trying and testing this out for cache of gold matter. Yeah, I think this one is it. So, gypsum cache... Then cache of gold and matter. So a cache that rewards 1500 gold and 250 dark matter for an adventurer has some gypsums to spare. I do have some gypsums to spare. Now this is a weekly cooldown, guys. So you cannot craft this whenever you want. You can't craft like 20 of these. But to be able to spend 20 gypsum to get 350 dark matter and a bunch of golds is definitely something. So yeah, 3 days until we got the weekly reset, and on the weekly reset is basically also where I can get the new box, right? So if we would open cache of gold and matter, 250 golds, 1,500 gold, and 250 dark matter. So really interesting cache, guys. I'm quickly gonna open all the rest that is in my inventory. Apparently now you can, and I'm trying to figure this out together with you guys, because I haven't done this, I haven't done the research on it. I just looked at the patch notes, what's interesting. Okay, let's take a look inside of the game. So what I'm talking about is the patterns, guys. The patterns now can be changed. Patterns for clothing, patterns for music, patterns for furnishing. Every one of them can be changed into research projects. So we are gonna need to go to a city. Let's go to... Well, let's go to Brightwood, right? Like we always do. Let's go check it out how this works, because this should actually give you experience on your trade skills. So this is definitely something... Sadly enough, I deleted my entire vault of music sheets. I had like 15, 20 of each, like multiple just lying there doing nothing. And I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna use them. I'm not gonna put them on the market. So why am I keeping these? And now all of a sudden they became really, really useful. So I'm not really sure where we actually gonna need to use those. So let's workshop. Let's quickly take a look. Ah, musician research projects, musician sheets. Yeah, here we go. Oh, so it's per 5? Oh, this even sucks even harder. Like I said, I had a box full with like 15, 20, 50 of certain music sheets. So per 5 music sheets, we can actually craft these into 120 craft. What do we get? So 120. Okay. It's not a lot, but hey, they have a use now. And that is really, really good. And for people who don't really want to spend hours on end, like just standing somewhere playing music, but you do love to go on, for instance, the, well, a good way to get them is from dungeons, expeditions, and from the loot chest runs. So being able to get this from just stacking them up, that is actually really, really handy. Do I have 5 more of the same? No. Yeah, now I'm really mad that I threw out all of them. We got engineer projects. So we can use the rushing musket pattern, as you can see here. It's only 1, and we're getting 5,650 for these guys. So you can upgrade your engineering, your music, basically by using patterns or using the legendary resources like the fragmented musket. It does not sell all that well. Cooldown. Oh, but there is a cooldown apparently. So 17 hours. So I think it's daily. If you craft 8 items, you will have to wait for 17 hours to craft this item again. Is it 1 item? So 45,000 engineering is that we get for these 8. Yeah, this is really cool. This is really cool. Can craft. So if we go music sheets, yeah. So it doesn't allow us to do that, but there is now a reason to actually, and furnishing, here we go, guys. So furnishing as well. You see 10 items per day that you can craft. And then basically you can use all of your duplicates that you have into research. So we can do this for furnishing, we can do this for engineering, we can do this for music. And then if I have this correctly, we can do this also for armoring. Now, I'm not sure if, I presume it's gonna be able to be used for everything. Valuable weapon scraps and then research. Yeah, look at that. So the guide shield in here is something I can use as well. The veil piercer, so all schematics for legendary weapons, the named items that you can use. And they're giving 5,650. The regular patterns as well. Crest of Fortitude. Ancient bearings, like everything. Broken blade. 10 of these. 65,500 research. So this is a really good means for... I don't really want to go out. I'm not the one with the most amount of gold in my coin. This is like around the gold that I usually have. I don't want to play hours on end on the market every day to earn more gold. And sometimes it's really easy to do that, but it's not a part of MMOs that I enjoy. So what I would love to do is get all my professions up to max. But I don't want to go out farming for wood, for metal, for stone, to craft 400 shields or 400 weapons or whatever. But being able to slowly get there by doing this is like a really good addition to the game. And it is slow, guys. Like, it's not gonna be like in one day you can actually do everything, because there is a limitation on it. I'm not really sure why there is a limitation on it, though. Like, that is something, it kind of doesn't... It makes no sense to me. And then the last one we can do this on... I think the last one we can do this on is the armor, of course. So if we go top and then research, we go to res. We got journeyman. So yeah, that's one we already have. Continue, and then there should be... Yeah, here we go. So research armors, research progress. So all the sheets you have, guys, green ones give you 4,825. Blue, 4,825. Yeah, this is something that needs to change as well. Like, I feel like the higher tier patterns should give you more experience. Cooking? Is there any research here? So, strange pearl, abnormal pearl. So the pearls are... Oh yeah, look at that. So recipes for cooking can be used here as well. And let's quickly check Arcana as well. So research. We can do the Blessed Scepter. We can do Purified Fire. And then we can do the Rushing Ice Gauntlet patterns, of course. And Ancient Empty Hearts. Like, Ancient Empty Hearts should be around like 25,000. Purified Fire, 25,000. Like, they should not give... Legendary items should not give the same as epic items. That is kind of something that's bothering me. And there should not be a cooldown on it. That's all I can say. But yeah, pretty cool, guys. We can get this up now. Damn. Really nice. All right, the next thing I kind of want to take a look at, like, is, well, quickly check. So we've got an increase in Azoth salt. It's a minor change, guys, but it's one that we have been looking forward to for ages, at least me. We have, and this is a cool one, we have adjustable inventory right now. So if I want jewel crafting on the left side of my screen, I can just drag it. So you can set up however you want your inventory to be, guys. That is really, really cool. Like, that is really, really cool. If you want your utilities or your attribute foods on the right side, like all your consumables and then all your armors on the left side, you can basically click and drag. And you can do, oh, I know, I want weapons up top. Okay, let's put weapons up top then. Like, this is really cool. And it's not only for your inventory, it is also for your storage bins. Now, this is kind of tricky, though, because if I do, for instance, if I do furniture on the right side here, and I would look, for instance, where the hell is my furniture? So I go motorized, no, it's lower. Weaver's Fen? Where the hell is my furniture? Wiki? No, where the hell? So furniture is on the left here as well, right? If I place this on the right side, then that would mean that everywhere else, right, what? Furniture would go to the right side. So once you place something on the right side in any other box you do, it's not specific to that location. It is specific on how you set it up in your inventory. So definitely an interesting change there again. But I kind of want my furniture on the right side, and I want it below my rewards. Now we got my reagents, my smelting, my leatherworking, weaving, woodworking, and then all the mods. And this way my vault is kind of like set up where... Yeah, these are all of the trophies that I still need to change into their legendary form. Like, I still have a lot of work to do, guys. A lot of work. I'm gonna set up my inventory a little bit, because for the next thing that we wanna look at is Outpost Rush. There's been a couple of changes to Outpost Rush, especially to the loot system behind Outpost Rush, and we kind of wanna check that out as well. But before that, like I said, I kind of need to empty my inventory into their respective bins again. So from what I can tell, they removed the color scheme that you have in OPR. So usually everything turns like blue on your gear. They adjusted it so there are like white dots now on top of it. This should give you a better perspective on who your friendlies are, those who are actually in your party. So that's definitely an interesting change. It is more obvious to see where people are going, though. I think it's really looking more obvious. Where is it, buddy? Yup. But would I say that this is a better overview of Battlegrounds? I wouldn't dare say that, actually. Yo, no matter. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. Let's clear the map. But it's easier though to see where people are. No, fauna, line of sight. And there we go. So apparently I did not get max level. Oh, it's maybe because I lost the game. That might be possible as well. Because now when you actually win a game, you should be receiving 5,500 XP, 4k salt, and 20 dark matter. But as you saw, it was only 3,000 XP, 3,000 salt, and then 7 dark matter. So definitely gonna need to check this out if I can actually get a win in and see what rewards are then. It has been ages when I saw a team that communicated like this. Like, holy crap, everybody understood. We just hold 2 bases, we don't push for 3, we don't split up, we just stick together. 4,000, 5,500, 20 dark matter, GG, easy win. Like, no Baron was needed. We didn't go for Baron. We got Baron against us 2 times. We just holded 2 bases, built them up, built the walls, and just pushed out, get back. Push out, get back. Use the brutes. Like, this was one really, really good fight. It wasn't close. Like, it was still pretty 1,730, but it was so much fun. Like, everybody was typing, oh, fall back, we're getting flanked on the left, we're getting flanked on the right. Like, this is what OPR should be. Like, holy crap, this was really, really nice. And then we need to check out something else, guys, because the rewards from OPS caches should have been improved tremendously. So I've been saving up a couple of caches here and there, and I do want to check out in all of the caches that I opened during my farm for the PvP track. I think I saw 1 piece of 700 and maybe 3 or 4 pieces of 690 above. That was it. So there should be better rewards in there, and the rewards should have more, what was it again? So, more HP and enchanted ward perk rolls. So apparently HP perk rolls and the enchanted ward perk rolls weren't really dropping from OPR caches. So we'll have to see, right? So let's check it out, guys. So now, salvage all, drop all. We also have this one here. It's a common, uncommon, rare. I don't want to do epic. So, confirm. Blam. What a hell of a feature is this, right? Like, holy crap. Salvage all function is in here as well. Really, really nice. Like, really, really nice. And then we need to do that, of course, for these as well. And it does remember the functions. So, confirm. Look at all of these. Look at all of these. So let's quickly go over them. 699, close. No 700 pieces here, guys. No 700 pieces here. So 676, 697. Let's quickly go over if we see any 700 items. So 50 caches, guys. Can we get one 700 item? 699, enchanted refreshing health. Focus. So that is a better item, and it's light. So this basically means that it's less elemental and physical. I'd rather have like split stats, but it is better gear. So I'm gonna lock this one because it's already better. Look at that, we got better gear. Who expected that? Still no 700s. They're dropping at a higher rate though. Like previously I saw way more 660s, 650s, 670s. Now we're seeing a lot of 693, 680s, a couple 670s here and there. 689, 678, 700 piece of gear. There we go. So 1 out of 50 caches. 2 out of 50 caches. Oh my god! We've actually got the Koyos need guards out of the OPR caches. That is really cool. Incoming ranged attacks deal 10% less damage to you. So there was... I did see properly that I saw like a red outline all of a sudden. So definitely really nice. So we've got two 700 pieces and then 1 named item. 1 artifact. Like a little bit more would be out of 50 caches, you expect at least like 5 pieces, right? And because the perk pool is so big, it basically means that if on those 5, it might be possible that those 5 are just trash as well, right? So getting 5 out of 50 would not be, yeah, only 2 guys. So only 2 that were actually good, or 700 pieces. Elemental Aversion, Critical Retribution, and Refreshing. It might be something that I hold on to. It's a 700 piece, why not hold on to it, right? But we at least got 1 for this one as well. Really, really nice. Now, it would be really cool if we could do Salvage All and then set gear score. Like anything below gear score 690, that we trash that as well. But we kind of need to figure out if we can actually upgrade pieces of gear. So I'm going to look around. I'm going to see if there's anything that really suits my, fancies my favor. So all rusher gear from Outpost Rush should be able to transform into 700s. Let's see if I can find something that is actually to my taste. Let's see if we can actually upgrade it. So it does not look like it is possible. We had a couple. So yeah, Koyas is in here. So I need 1 chromatic seal to actually upgrade this one. But it's only named items. And I thought I read somewhere, because I have the Russia Cloth Gauntlets. Focus, Freedom, Refreshing, Health. It's basically all that I want on my PvP gear. And I'm still looking, because I got Enchanted Ward and Refreshing. So I might actually want to drop Refreshing for Enchanted Ward and get Freedom, Enchanted Ward, and Health, and get Refreshing somewhere else. That would be really good for me for my PvP gear, right? But it doesn't seem like I can actually upgrade this piece, because it's not a named item. Maybe if I unlock it, maybe that's what's... There's nothing in here. Yeah, no. So, OPR gear cannot be upgraded as far as I understand it. So we did see a lot more health perks on the gear. I didn't really see a lot more enchanted wards on the gear that I saw. We did get 2 named items. All the rest of the weapons were basically not interesting for me personally. But yeah, guys, Salvage All, really nice addition. And we can get 700 items out of OPR caches. It's still... I feel like the amount is not enough. Like 1 out of 10 caches giving 1 piece of 700 is definitely not something that we... That is too overpowered, right? Because PvP right now, or PvE right now, is the best means to get your 700 gear. And I feel like in PvP, that's kind of lacking right now. But yeah, you can get Koyos knee guards out of OPR caches. So that is really, really nice. That is another one that's going in my vault. Soon enough, well, I've been focusing on the storyline and on the dungeon and everything else, of course. But soon enough, we, of course, are going to continue with our quest progression to actually, well, finish off all of the artifacts. Like, we definitely need to work on a lot of them still. Like, almost all of them still. As you can see, like, none of them are complete. And I'm still lacking the one that I actually want. The pants that I really want. From my PvP reward track. And apparently nimble coats. Oh my god, this is the one that I wanted. This is the one that I wanted. It wasn't pants, it was just nimble coat was the one that I actually wanted. I'm gonna need to work on my PvP trick, and one of the first items we're gonna do for our next artifact, because I got another artifact armor matrix, so I can basically, I got everything to do that. Hell freaking yes, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you want to see more of my let's play or quest progression here in New Worlds or any other game that I might be playing on my channel, guys, just hit that subscribe button. It would always help out a lot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.